Right, we've got the lid off. Warning, you're about to see something that you probably don't want to see. Along here, and then Jeff set his little light up for us. It's proper old school, that. Little tip, usually comes with writing on it. On white pipe it's usually black writing, black pipe is usually the yellow writing. Always get that back to the wall. He said he had someone in over the weekend, might have dropped something down in. We can move these hot and colds over. This heating pipe has got a bit of movement in it. We all know what's going to be in there, so I've flushed the bog a good few times, hoping it's sort of cleaned it through. Right, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. This week's video is a couple of little jobs in there. Waste pipe, sorting out a waste pipe on an external stack, and sorting a siphon out on a toilet, high level toilet. Also, as you may have seen by the thumbnail, this video is featuring our friend the Saniflo. I've never met a plumber that will work on them, or very limited plumbers that will work on them. As a rule, I don't touch them. I'll take them out, replace them, put new ones in. As a rule, I don't take the top off them. But as you will see from this video, I do with this one. So just be warned. I want to put it out there. Be warned. If you're having your tea or if you're eating or whatever, I do show what is inside one of them Saniflos. So I just thought I'd let you know before you carry on. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. The channel is growing massively. The feedback I'm getting on the channel is brilliant. Thank you everyone who comments, likes, shares my videos and everything like that. This year, going into this year, there's some big things coming. I'm going to be involved with some big events or things that are coming soon that I can't really talk about yet, but within the next month it will be sort of coming out there. Also, you know, thanks for everyone who subscribes to my Instagram, at MJTiff Plumbing and Heating, if you want to give me a subscribe over on there. Right, I'll let this video go because it's a good one. Right, so I've just turned up at this job. I looked at it in a previous video. I put the link up in the corner. I came and had a look at it, and gave Jeff, whose house it is, a price to sort this issue out that he's got with this waste. So I'll just pop up and show you. It's basically, this is a waste pipe coming from the sink inside. So obviously coming into this boss that's been leaking for years or whatever. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to completely take this out, cut a new boss in here, strap it on, cap this boss off, work back up using the original hole, go through and then connect upstairs at the back of the basin onto the existing pipework. So I'll take you upstairs in a moment and show you where the basin is that's feeding this. So this is the basin that pipe's feeding. It comes out the back, as you can see, it runs all the way around along here, and then just set his little light up for us. That's proper old school, that. And then, so it runs along here, straight out. So what I'll do now, I'll cut this about here, and we can take it out, work from outside back in, and get it connected back into here. So we'll just literally just pull this apart now, pull this out. Like so. Cut this off here. I've got an 1.25 inch bung to go in there. Hopefully we'll be able to get it in. Yeah, so I've got a black bung that will just pop into there. There's nothing else feeding from the top, so once this waste now bosses into there, that's just going to be air anyway. So we'll just tighten it up, clean it up, put the bung in there, and that's that, redundant. Go and get the drill a boss out, strap boss on, and then we can work back up and into that point there. So we got the rod eye cap in there, just to completely cap that off. So we'll get the strap boss on there, that goes across like that, and then we'll just mark the centre of the hole there, drill that out, glue it up, and then that will sit into position there. Then we've got a reducer down to 1.25 inches there, will come off, and then elbow 40, depending on how it's going to work, because the brickwork's all different levels here. You can't really see looking at it, but there it's stepped off a little bit, so it'll probably be an elbow there, straight up, elbow in, and connect internally. So what I've done, I've mocked it up. I haven't glued it together yet. I've just mocked it into position so we know it's all going to work. And an elbow on there, I've already put the 1.25 inch coupler inside, which I'll show you in a minute. Put an elbow on there, got a 45 there, elbow there, and then we'll glue it into the boss. Then we'll have a good clean up wipe round, get the big wipes on it, clean all the excess glue off it, and that's the external bit done. Then we'll go inside, make sure the universal coupler's tight, and get it tested. Little tip. Usually comes with writing on it. On white pipe it's usually black writing, black pipe is usually the yellow writing. Always get that back to the wall so you can't see it. Just a little tip for you. That's the new little waste pipe in, much better than what was there before. In that bit was all leaking and dripping, and so we've put, as I say, we've capped that one off, put this new bit of waste pipe in. We'll go inside now, just make sure the universal coupler, 1.25 inch coupler's tight, and get it tested. Well, leave the glue to go off first and then get it tested. Right, that's another little job to tick off my list. I don't know about you, but I've got a list of 8 or 9 jobs that I've got to get to. You know, if you pass it, I'll swing in there when I'm passing, or you know, if I've got an afternoon to fill, I'll give you a ring. People ring you up. It's not urgent, but when you pass in or when you get chance, can you come and do it? So that was one of them jobs. I went and priced it up. I'll link up there to the video I did of just popping in and seeing Jeff. It was within a day that I went and looked at a lot of different jobs to see, A, have a look at them, see what I needed for them, B, give them a price, let them know how much it's going to be. So yeah, it's good to just swing into there, get that job done. Another one ticked off the list. Talking of getting little jobs done, let's go and see what else there is to do. Right, got a little treat for you with this one. I'm at this bed and breakfast in Warwick that I do sort of like the maintenance for. If ever there's a problem with it, Stuart, the owner, will ring me up. Now, I've been out to this particular problem, not this problem, been out to this unit before. There's a bit of a clue, unit. I've been out to this before because a pipe had popped off it. Sorted that out, and I said to Stuart, the owner at the time, if ever there's an issue with that, it's going to be a nightmare because of the way all the pipes and whatnot are over the top of it. So let me show you. What we have here is one of our favourites, a Saniflo. Now, this is usually boxed in, and when I seen it for the first time, this pipe had popped off, so I just put it back on. But I said to him, if ever there was an issue, it's going to be a nightmare, because whoever's installed it has put all these pipes over the top. I think he bought it as a renovation and whatever, but anyway, all these pipes are over the top. Now, I'll show you what the issue with this is. When you flush the toilet or put any water down it, you get this. Now, he said he had someone in over the weekend, and he said he thinks they might have dropped something down it, not put tissue down it or something, and this has just started. So I came and looked at it and said, right, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. And what I tend to do is say I don't open them up, I just replace them. Whereas, because this is a bed and breakfast, a good customer of mine, I've said I'll see if I can get the top off. Now, we can move these hot and colds over, that's not too much of a problem. This heating pipe has got a bit of movement in it, so we can lift that out of the way. When we disconnect this, we should be able to, there's a little bit of movement on this one as well, so we should be able to get the clip off the side this side, get the clip off the side this side and take the lid off. and just see what's going on. But we all know what's going to be in there, so I've flushed the bog a good few times, hoping it's sort of cleaned it through. I've got the wet vac out ready, got some towels ready, got my marigolds ready. So what I'm going to do is see what we can do, see if the lid will come off. But I've sort of pre-warned Stuart that we could take it apart, it could fall to bits, so we'd have to order a new one, and it'd be, you know, whenever it comes in stock and whatnot. So you just got, with something like this, you just got to cover your arse. So let's get into this. Right, so we've got the power off. Fuse burr for it was over there. So we've got the power off to it. What I'm going to do now is undo this, get the wet vac on it, suck out anything that's about, and then there's a clip on the side here. There's another clip on the side there that I can hopefully get to, and then we'll take the lid off and see if we can just get it out of the way and take a look inside and see what's going on. Key with this is just keep your hoover ready and just suck up any bit of water or whatever comes out. So we'll be able to move these to the back, I think. Move that if we can. Hopefully we can take that off as well. Give us a bit more playing space. So it looks like I can get the hoover down the top of there and hopefully suck out the majority of what's in there. Right.
Up with it, Mark.
Not yet.
You're not far off it.
This is fucking pipe. That's not nice.
You see into it now, or is it just...
Yeah, you can see it in, yeah.
Another coffee or anything?
Yeah, I will do. Do
Yeah.
you want to come and grab that cup, sir? Because I've got...
Yeah, I'll get another.
Yeah, okay, alright.
Don't worry, that's...
Right, we've got the lid off. Warning, you're about to see something that you probably don't want to see. Well, put it this way, we took the lid off and it's flicked a little bit. But like I said before, it's real world plumbing. So what I think we've got, so basically, let me talk you through how these work as far as I know. Obviously, your soil pipe's coming in there. This is your macerator bit. This is what chops everything up, then pumps it into here, and then it gets pumped out this tube here. And then it gets, so obviously that's your macerator, that's your outlet, so it gets chopped up in there, pumped into here, and then a flow switch inside lifts, tells the pump to work, and it pumps everything out of there into this pipe and out. Now, just looking, I've literally just got the lid off, looking in, it looks to me like there's some rope or something. The power's off to it, so we're all right, we know it's not gonna, but I think this is what's getting into the blades, spinning, chopping and vibrating and making it do what it's doing. So what we'll do, we'll take this out if we can get it out, and sorry, we'll get that out, and hopefully that's the issue solved. Right, bear with me. So I've took that out. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. But now those blades are a lot freer. We've got a little bit on the wall, a little bit there, a little bit there. Told you, this channel's all about real world plumbing, such as this. So we've got that out of it. That was all tied up.
Oh gosh.
In the blades in there.
Yes, yeah. So is that toilet roll, is it?
It's rope or...
Oh.
It's quite solid.
It's like a hanky, isn't it?
Yeah. But,
do you know, it was working fine, yeah? And then there was some people checked in on Saturday. So she made a point of telling them about, she tells everybody about this, yeah? And then yesterday when so I did the toilet and I thought, no, I recognise. And the toilet was a bit bunged up as well.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. So that's this area, the area it was coming from was there. That was all wrapped around the blades.
Okay, yeah.
So, let's see how we get on with it.
It sounded like the blades were struggling, you know, something was, horrible things these, aren't they, really?
I say I don't usually take one apart.
I know you
just
don't.
Go, no, putting a new one in.
Yeah.
For this exact reason.
Yeah, when I text you yesterday, I thought, oh, Happy New Year, Mark.
Yeah. Right, so we've got it all out now, hopefully. What I think it was doing was sitting inside that, because it's basically a big blender. It was sitting inside that, and when it was spinning, obviously, let's get technical now, the centrifugal force would have been causing that to vibrate. So we've took that out. We'll get the lid back on, get the power back onto it, give it a flush and see where we're at. Hopefully that's done the trick. See, what you've got is these two little plastic lugs on the side here. I've got a clip in, because obviously when it's pumped it gets under pressure. That's got it. Yeah, that's got it. So the other lug's on that side now. So what we'll do is get this in there. Like so. Jubilee clip first. So Jubilee clip on, as I've always said, make sure the nut is accessible, the actual bolt bit is accessible, so it's this side, and then we'll pop that back down, tighten this up, pop that one onto there, tighten that up and get the fuse back in and give it a test. Hopefully it's okay. So that's all tightened back up now. We'll pop the vent cap back on there. Just going to pop the fuse back in, fire it up, and see what's happening. Right. So let's give it a go. it couldn't piss out everywhere. So much better. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to hear. So, as you can tell from earlier on, that noise was gone. Was that in there, causing all sorts of problems. But it just goes to show when you put, you've got to be so careful what you put down toilets with these macerators. Saniflos, Grundfos do a good one as well. Give it a few flushes and go from there. Make sure it's clean, and then give the walls a bit of a wipe down with the big wipes. Clean everywhere up. Get the boxing back on it. There we go. All boxed back in. Sometimes, as I said at the start, I don't usually work on macerators. Only the fact that Stuart, who owns this, it's a bed and breakfast, he's got to keep it going all the time. So if we can sort a problem out, I will. And luckily, we could get the top off. I didn't think we was going to be able to do that. I thought we were going to have to take all the pipes out and everything. But I have advised him that if ever there's an issue, again, we need to sort all those pipes out because it's just non-serviceable, to be honest. Not that you want to service them, you just want to completely swap them. But he's good as gold. We got it back up and running for him. He's happy. I'm going to go home now, get showered up, get changed, get everything in the wash. I say it's not nice working with stuff like that, but again, you know, there's a price involved with it. You know, as soon as you start touching stuff like that, you've got to charge relative, you know, to what you're doing. So, but anyway, it's sorted. He's happy. Everyone's happy. That's the main thing. Get all this stuff back in the van now and crack on. I think we've got another little job to get to. So I've just had a phone call about an issue with this cistern. It's leaking. So I've just popped the shroud off, and as you can see, the nut going onto the bottom of the siphon is all cross-threaded, and I've tried to tighten it up and that, and someone's obviously done a PTFE tape repair on it at some point, but it's just, I think the thread's gone. So where is it? I've got the Dudley 88. So we'll swap that one out, we'll drain it down, swap it out. So we'll turn it off on the baller fix, hopefully it turns off alright. Drain it down as much as we can. I've got my aqua vac there to suck out whatever's in the bottom. Then we'll take it off the bottom, get it swapped over. Job should be even. Right, that's turned off. Okay, I think. Give it a flush. There's a fair bit of water left in there, yeah. So I'll get the aqua vac on it, get it sucked out. So that is all the water, I think, aqua vac'd out of the cistern. So we'll undo this, undo the tape and whatnot that's on here. We'll get it off at least. Right, so we'll pull it all off anyway. Then we'll undo this nut, uncouple the handle, and hopefully it will come out here. If not, we'll have to just drop that off, but I'm hoping we can get it out. Also got towels at the ready. Whenever you're doing anything like this that's got a little bit of water in, always keep your towels at the ready, because you can see it just dripping down the pipe a little bit where there's a tiny little bit of water left in it. Because that flush pipe goes right up there, we can't obviously get the nut off and the new one on. You could cut that one off, but we're not going to get the new one on. So I'll just undo it from here. There's no silicone around this flush cone going into the pan, so we know there shouldn't be an issue with it. So we'll just pop that off, drop it down, put the nut and that on, and then drop the siphon in the top, and then feed it in, poke it into the pan at the bottom. So that's that out of the way. Now pop in a new siphon. That's the new siphon in, connected up to the handle. got in there. So what we'll do now, we'll get the flush pipe, put it up into there, into the back of the pan, and hopefully we're away. Right, so that's tight. That's in. I haven't bolted it back in yet, so I'll make sure it's alright. Let's turn the water back on. And hopefully we're all good. So that's fine, not a problem there. It's always the first flush. I'm hoping the flush comb is okay still, because we reused the original one. Let's have a look. Yeah, spot on. Perfect, right, we'll get that clamp back on, give it a clean down, get this to stay up there, and we're sorted.